All right, welcome back to this month's Paragon Gauntlet. This is what I used. I ended up bringing Shuri, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and Scorpion. I think I should have used Venom maybe instead of Shuri, and would have helped for the Scorpion synergy, would have made him a lot better. This first fight has Window of Opportunity stun, so just remember that. So hold block at the beginning, either Intercept or Beta Heavy. You also have to drop your power before, you don't want it to drop to 0 or you're going to take damage, but there's also Hurt Locker, so you have to throw specials as well. I think I do make a mistake here with also the falter every 10 hits. So I forgot that I forgot that the falter kicked in there. I didn't get hit actually by that. That's fine. Every 10 hits is going to put on a falter, so you got to be aware of that as well. So you can see here, but at the same time, I was evading the miss with the buff that you get with CGR. So because of that, like the vigilance, so I was kind of ignoring that as well, so I kind of forgot about it. But that's the first fight. I did speed these fights up a little bit. Some of them took a little bit longer than expected. Scorpion worked totally fine for Toad here. I forgot that he's immune to shock in this one, but Ebb and Flow knockdown. And then I just went with the ruptures with Scorpion, and the fight went no problem. I just kind of, I do like to try, also your first hit is not going to stun, so you have to wait, then it goes on a cooldown, and then you can go ahead and knock him down, or then you can parry him, then knock him down. Nothing too crazy here, but it is Toad in general, so you gotta, I am pretty comfortable with his special evades. So that one didn't go too bad. I'm going to fast forward the rest of this fight, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, that's the end of the Toad fight. Also, just remember you want to skip the choice node so that you can get the objective. Again, this is if you're using Clarity and House of Mirror champions only. So for there's Root or Rooted, which is really the main thing here for this Kindred. Again, I just chose Ruptures instead of Poisons because he is poison immune, and then Scorpion works really well for Kindred here. Kindred, there's also the main thing is watch out for Root or Rooted and the unblockable timer there. So really for the most part, I'm always trying to push Kindred to a special 2 because it's much easier to pause his like degen charges by attacking in after a special. I just keep an eye on the rooted timer, because then if you move to the far left of the screen when the timer goes off, then Kindred will be rooted instead. Here I have the 50 charges on me, so I got to back off. I don't want to take any degen. I also want to back off because there again he gets stuck with the rooted. He gets stuck rooted, and I can go ahead, bait a couple heavies, attack in there. Again, I'm going to throw my striker into another combo, into another special, try and get him to 2 bars of power, so that way it's very easy to counter his special and pause those like his degen charges. Or at least that's what I think of them. But here again, use the root to your advantage, and it's not so bad. I see I have the 50 charges on me, so I got to back off way quickly, make sure I don't get hit by that special one. I take a little bit of extra damage here because I was kind of too aggressive there. I should have backed off earlier. But here I get stuck with the root. I'm going to go evade his heavy, counter with a special, And then I'm just going to go ahead and watch out at the end. You can get rooted at the end of your fight with Kindred. I just made sure to go full combo into a striker, and we finish this one off pretty well. Next up is Spot, and this one I ended up using Shuri for. The main thing on this one is ticking time bomb. So if you every time you parry, you get a charge hitting into his block, removes a charge, and that kind of is annoying. If you have too many charges, you take some burst damage, and hitting, obviously you don't want to hit into Spot's block too much because you don't want to because of the spots, and you won't want to take rupture damage. So it is a little bit of a balancing act here, but there I trigger his untouchable, and then I'm going to go ahead, bait out that special, wait for the untouchable to be gone, then I can go ahead, parry and heavy, get those shocks reapplied again, throw another special one, get as many shocks as we can on, and we're just slowly melting away Spot here. So it worked out okay. I tried to throw some hits into the block as I could. There, trigger untouchable again with that one dash in after his special 2. He does root me on that heavy there, but that's fine. And again, he is just melting away. I'm free to go ahead for a couple more parries at this point, and I'm going to go for a big heavy, and that's done. So Shuri still came in really handy for that Spot fight. Again, skip choice node, and then I had a really long fight against Northstar here. I used, because he's immune to shock, I just went with Scorpion. Again, he has Mighty Charge, so your damage over time effects and all my power stings are going to disappear when he dashes in. But for the most part, all I wanted to do with this Northstar is push the special 1 and evade his special 1 and attack in after. That's really all I was looking to do the entire fight. The special 1 is really easy to evade, even though he's swinging his fists around like a crazy person, but it's fine. You just back away and attack in afterwards, even though I kind of messed that one up right there, but that's fine. Once I hit into the block there, just try to push him to special 1s, and that's it. That's all I really want to do. Again, stay close enough that I can attack in. There's also an unstoppable, an unblockable timer that if you're far to the left when it expires, you will get it. If you're too close to him when it expires, he will get it. So you got to keep tabs of that unblockable as well. There I take a full special 1 to the face, but we managed to survive. And we just continue along with the same strategy here, relying on some power stings to do some damage. Really not a lot of energy damage going through here. He's got some energy resistance, so it really took a while, but it was totally fine. I just got into the same rhythm of doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm going to let the music play out on this one because I think it took like 170 hits to take him down, but you can definitely do it with really anybody. But this one kind of took a while with the choices I had. Probably Cosmic Ghost Rider probably would have been a lot faster, but this still managed to get the job done. So I'll let the music play out, and we'll see for the last fight. All right, for this last fight against Arcade, the main thing here is that I want to back off and wait for that stun timer to disappear, because he's going to rotate between stun, slow, and heal block. Also, when I have the Undermine charge on me, then I can hit into him pretty much freely without worrying about his auto blocks. So as long as you have an Undermine on you, you'll be okay. And that timer there, if I'm, again, similar to if I'm too close to him when the Undermine charge expires, he gets the Undermine charge. If I'm far away from him, I will get the Undermine charge. And then otherwise, you're going to get me triggering a lot of auto blocks where he can counterattack. And the only way to bypass that is mainly throwing heavies, and when you have an Undermine on you. So I'm just kind of playing it slow, waiting for making sure that I can parry him freely, like he's in the heal block phase, so that's fine. And then I can go ahead and get the Undermine on me, and I can throw whatever specials I want, get as much damage in as possible. And even though he's got these like new mechanics with like the poison cloud and all that stuff, it's not that bad. Even I ended up getting clipped by a special there, but so it wasn't perfect, but still managed to get through it no problem. So once you realize what you're doing there in terms of how to avoid the auto block and to make sure that you can stun him, when that stun timer is down, you can get him down pretty easily with anyone. Hopefully that helps for the Paragon Gauntlet, guys. That's who I used. I didn't use any items. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.